everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I have a new mold. I've been dying to try this one. I got this off of Temu. It's going to be a jar, but this one can be blinged out pretty cool, and I'm sure in multiple different ways, but these are the top and the bottom, and then this will be like a lid. So it's going to look like this when it's finished. And they also came with these little rhinestones, which I'm not sure I'm going to use these. I will probably use rhinestones, but I might use some in my own stash. This, I measured it with water. It takes 7.5 ounces of resin. So I'm going to do, and you will be proud of me, I'm not going to do blue today. I'm going to do gray, like a transparent gray. I'm going to try to do it gray anyway. I don't want it too black. So, and I'm going to add a little sparkle. So I have this sparkle, which is called, I don't know, I can't read it. It's a rainbow additive. And you can hear that shaking inside. I add this to a lot of things that I just want to shimmer. I was going to add glitter to it, but the problem I'm thinking, here's the alcohol ink I'm using. Problem I'm thinking with glitter in this is it's going to sink and it won't be distributed properly. So I didn't want to do that. So in order to get the shimmer that I like, I'm going to use this. So let me get some resin mixed up. I've got 8 ounces mixed here. And I just want to lightly put this black in, like a drop at a time, maybe 2 drops. I just want gray. So I don't want to overdo this. It's so easy to overdo it. Especially with pigment. If you have pigments, oh my gosh, you can barely use any. See, that's 2 drops already. Because my idea is once this is poured and unmolded, I'm going to use probably a silver paint pen to do all these embellishments and then maybe put the rhinestones, some rhinestones. I'll have to go through my drawer and see what colors that I have already that I've used for tumblers. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So get yourself a paper towel to test your color on. Because on the stick it looks clear. But on your paper towel, yeah, that still looks clear. So it doesn't look clear in the cup because it's deep. So just add a drop or 2 at a time. Test it on your paper towel and see if you're happy with it. You see the shimmer in there? It's still really light even though it looks completely black in the cup. It's definitely not. But it's got that gorgeous shimmer in there. So let's get this poured. I can't wait to unmold this and finish it out. It's not going to be too exciting once we take it out of the mold, but it will be exciting when it's completely done. So I'm going to do it super slow. I'm not sure if I can get a stick. I'm going to see if I can get a stick down in there. Yeah, I'll get a smaller stick to get the air bubbles out. So if you noticed, I poured it from up high, which you probably can't tell through the camera. I poured it high, I poured it super slow to, get any bubbles out as it was going down. Once it got to this point, I just put my stick in there to push out any bubbles and put it into here. Then it got to this point, I did that again, and then I filled it up. I don't see any bubbles forming on the top yet, so I'm just going to do the same thing to this side. They look great, you guys. I don't see any bubbles coming to the surface. I will spray it with my alcohol just in case I can't see any. So this is going to take about 8 hours to cure, maybe longer because it's going to be so thin. Um, and then we will get it demolded and we will do the fun stuff on the outside of it tomorrow. See you then. It's the next day. Everything is dry and ready to unmold, and I thought I'd show you the extras I used. I did add a little more black to these hearts, but here's some roses. I will make magnets out of these and give them away. So I'm not sure how hard this is to get out, but we are going to find out together. Okay, that one was way more difficult than it looked, but the alcohol did help to get it out. So there are no bubbles in this. It looks really, really good. The perfect color that I wanted. So I'm going to spray alcohol in these to get these out. Guys, I'm going to go off camera and do this. This is extremely difficult to get these out, so I don't want to waste your time. I'll be right back. I got it loose, so I'll go ahead and pull it out with you. And that looks pretty good. There are a few bubbles, which is pretty much unavoidable, but it actually looks like not bad at all. This must be one of the sides. So I'm thinking that these fit exactly in there, and I don't know that I have the right size, so I'll probably have to use the rhinestones that they gave me. So let's see if I can do this one. I doubt it. I might shut you off again. Is the other side. Now let's see if we could fit this together. There it goes. And I don't know if it matters which side is the top. That's going to look pretty cool. I think that's going to be the bottom. This is flatter. So what I'll do is I'll use my E6000 glue and glue that on last. And we're going to fill these in. For my rhinestones, I use Liquid Fusion, and I put it in this tiny little bottle just because it's much easier to control the amount with this needle tip. And the only place I found this Liquid Fusion was on Amazon. I can't find it anywhere else. I've got my rhinestones in here, and you'll want your wax tip rhinestone grabber. And we're just going to put these in. The other thing I will do is use my Deco Color pen that I like in silver, and I'm going to paint over these lines. And I'm just going to show you a little bit, and then I'll come back with the final. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch all this, but I'm just going to go over all these X's. And probably those. So this is going to take me a little while. I will be back to show you the final jar. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. That does help me out a lot. And I hope you guys all have a blessed day. I will be back in just a second, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.